Man, the NFL has been tweaking lately, man. Who remembers how gruesome the league used to be? Who remembers defenders laying that wood when somebody came across that middle? To think about it, when was the last time any one of y'all even seen somebody lay the wood? Forget laying the wood. When the last time y'all seen somebody get a clean hit that wasn't flagged? Like I said, man, I don't know what's going on with the NFL, but I think I know what they trying to do. So please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Also hit that subscribe button if you love sports the way that I do. And after you do those things, make sure you share it with the entire neighborhood. Now let's talk about this soft ass NFL, right? Drop my intro.
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
The NFL. I love the NFL. I remember as a kid watching football for one reason. The hits. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with two elite quarterbacks slinging the ball all over the field, but honestly, the element of surprise is what kept me in tune. The thought that at any point throughout the game, a big hit could occur. But we'll probably never see this NFL ever again. Why? Because the league is trying to make a violent sport safe. Is that even possible? Think about that for a minute. How can something that is naturally violent be safe? I don't know, but CTE is large and in full effect. Now, CTE is, of course, caused by repeated blows to the head, leading to memory loss, delusion, irritability, and violent behavior. So over the past decade, this has become huge throughout the NFL, leading to the league getting sued by former players and also leading to some rule changes that you see are in place as of today. Rules like not leading with the crown of your helmet, also helmet-to-helmet contact being flagged, even if it's accidental. Now, these types of penalties I can understand, because they make sense. But what the hell is going on lately with this new roughing the passer rule? Now, I know y'all been aware of how the league has been trying to crack down on roughing the passer this season. Look at how many times Clay Matthews has been on the wrong side of this call already. I mean, through the first 4 weeks of the season, the NFL has already broken a record on the most penalties called in history through a 4-week span. But honestly, I think I caught on to the NFL's plan. Part of all these new rule changes may be about the health of players, but I think that's just a very small part. The bigger picture is, of course, the money. At the end of the day, the NFL is a business, y'all, and I believe they have realized that people love high-scoring games. Pay attention to how the league used to be structured compared to nowadays. Back in the 90s and the 2000s, there was never any confusion on who was elite at the quarterback position. There are only a handful of guys passing for 4,000 yards every single season. For instance, last season we had 10 quarterbacks pass for 4,000 yards or more. 10 years ago, just 10 years ago, we only had 4. For Christ's sake, Alex Smith passed for 4,000 yards last season, y'all. Simply what I'm saying is defenses used to be able to dominate the game. Teams used to be able to bring a certain type of fear on Sundays. Intimidation was huge with elite defenses years back. Football is 60% mental, and if you had the ability to get into the psyche of your opponent, you had a huge advantage. But there's been so many rules put into place that the NFL has damn near stripped those guys of that ability. Illegal hands down the field, also known as the tie law rule. How did this rule come about? Well, in the 2003 AFC Championship game, right, Ty Law and Rodney Harrison harassed All-Pro Marvin Harrison, who was one of the best receivers in the league at the time, the entire game, holding him to only 3 catches for 19 yards. That's Peyton Manning's favorite target, so of course that would lead to the Colts losing. And after the game, Coach GM Bill Polian complained to the league about how Ty Law kept pulling on his jersey, tugging on his jersey, pushing him more than 10-15 yards down the field, knocking Marvin Harrison off of his routes. So the next season, the Ty Law rule was born. Y'all remember this hit on Tom Brady?
In New England over this hit here, watch Tom Brady's left leg hit right there, bent awkwardly, hit by Bernard Pollard. That in the first quarter play, Brady led off the field.
The following season, a new rule was implemented, making it illegal to hit a quarterback low. And of course, that takes us to this hit right here.
It looked like he might have landed on that right shoulder. That's Anthony Barr. Shoulder, right elbow.
Rodgers would break his collarbone, and the very next season, which is this season, is why you see the new rule of players not being able to land on the QB with all of his weight. How are you supposed to tackle the quarterback? This is physically impossible to not tackle the guy head on and somehow avoid putting majority of your weight on this person. But the NFL has implemented a rule requiring guys to learn how to do it. So, I don't know. But it seems like just when you see the NFL take 2 steps forward, they seem to take 3 steps back, y'all. I mean, they gave us our end zone celebrations that we've been waiting for finally, and now slowly but surely, they're taking away the ability to lay the wood on somebody. That's why you see so many subpar quarterbacks having better seasons than they actually should have. Even with all these new changes the NFL has bombarded us with, there's still a rule that pisses me off more than all of them. And that rule is illegal hit on a defenseless receiver. Now I know safety plays a big issue in this, but this rule is better known as the Hines-Ward rule. Do y'all see the hits in the background I'm playing right now? Do y'all see these hits? None of these hits would be allowed in today's game. I mean, they want linebackers to basically wait for a guy to catch the ball, shake his head first, ask him if he's ready, then politely drag him to the ground by his waist. Hey, y'all remember this hit?
Reggie Bush lines up as the tailback. Brees swings it out to Bush, and the ball is knocked away, and an incomplete pass, and a crunching hit put on by Sheldon Brown.
This is probably the cleanest, most legal hit I have ever seen in an era that allowed big hits. But it's sad to say that most likely, if that hit happened today, it would be a 15-yard penalty, illegal hit on a defenseless receiver. No doubt about it. It just seems like the refs just throw a flag if someone seems to get hard, even if the hit is legal and within boundaries of the rule book. The crazy thing is, y'all, things are getting worse. And the NFL already said they will do nothing about the roughing the passer rule. They claim that it's about the safety of the players, but the NFL has made 47 rule changes since 2002, and there's still multiple head injuries every single season. So like I said, the NFL is a business, and the ratings are high when guys like Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, and Ryan Fitzpatrick are passing for 400 yards every week. That's what I really think this is about. But let me know if you agree in the comments section or if you disagree. I definitely want to hear y'all opinion on this one. Do y'all want to see the league back to the way it was when defenses could dominate? Or do y'all like this scoring from random QBs and rookies throwing the ball for 400-500 yards a game every single Sunday? No matter which way y'all feel, I still believe the NFL needs to find some type of common balance, and they need to find it soon. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. That's just my opinion on all these new rules, man. I feel like the league has some work to do. When coaches can game plan for more up-the-middle plays because there's no threat, I think it ruins the league. It's just my opinion, though. But anyway, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, hit that subscribe button if you love sports the way that I do. But for the most part, man, it's been an interesting start to the season, and I'm looking forward to see how these defenses are going to adjust to these new rules, man. This is something that also has to be taught starting at Pop Warner if this is how the league is going to be for years to come. But anyways, it's been a doozy, y'all, and as always, OG out.